Good morning and welcome to a new vlog. I'm feeling a little bit overexcited because the sun is shining, well, ish. It's not raining. The birds are singing. It is a lovely spring day and it is point to point day, which is always such a fun day out in Sussex. It's based at Parham. It's Parham Racecourse, which is about, well, it's less than 10 minutes from us. So it's always fun, very social. And I was actually up ridiculously late baking. I made my favourite quiche. This is actually, it's in my diary. It's in this year's diary. So those of you that have got my diary for 2024 have this recipe. It is my caramelised red onion and bacon quiche, and it's my absolute, well, that and my roasted Mediterranean quiche are my favourites. So the recipe for this one is in here. And I'm actually about to make my red wine sauce. The recipe is in my picnic, planner, because it's picnic season. So if you'd like a copy of this, it's excellent. And I also made sausage rolls last night. Coco has just requested that I make something chocolatey. So I actually don't have much chocolate, so I'm going to use up bits and pieces of chocolate I found in the larder and some Rice Krispies, some golden syrup and some butter. So we're going to make some quick crispy cakes now. Simon has gone to get his hair cut and his friend Clive is popping over and the dogs are all barking. Sorry. Girls! That noise is terrible. And Coco's just gone for a ride. I was going to ride with her, but there's no time for riding this morning. And I don't think there's actually going to be time for riding later because we've got a party to go to. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I got Colin in and I have given him a groom, put fly spray on, taken his rug off, and it's the first time out without his rug. I think it's fresh. It's not cold and it's not due to rain. So I thought actually it would be nice for him to be rugless, but I have covered him pretty much head to toe in fly spray. So hopefully he doesn't get munched because they're really bad at the moment. But we have got a party later. I'm going to share with you what I got because this is how much I love these brands. I shared this with you, but slightly different packaging in last week's vlog. The Reed diffuser. Hang on a minute. Sorry, the washing machine's whirring in the background too. I shared this one with you, the uplifting Reed diffuser. My goodness, it is so dreamy, and I'm hoping that this one is, yes, it's the same, it's just different packaging. I think this is their new packaging and this is their old one, but I got this in our local farm shop. I went to drop their granola off. I made granola for literally like 5 hours yesterday. I had 25 bags that I needed to make, and we're actually going, and I'm going to be taking you with us, we're going to Barcelona. And so I needed to get everything in order before we went. So I had to get the granola made. And I went to deliver it and saw this and thought, do you know what? This is so dreamy, because I also had a photo shoot yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day. So I made granola, had a photo shoot, then whizzed off to do my deliveries, post office, and then came back and Santana had a massage with lovely Clara, and I'll insert some clips here while I'm talking. It's such a small world. I know Clara's son-in-law. So bizarre. That Clara is the lady that I accosted in Tesco's because I thought she looked jolly nice, and you'll see. You'll see, she is jolly nice and she is wonderful. She's been an equine massage therapist for 25 years. She is seriously knowledgeable, seriously old school, and Santana is a Belgian warm blood. She is sensitive, she's a chestnut mare, and I think she needs maintenance before things go wrong. Prevention is better than cure. No, I can't remember that saying that Mum used to say. You probably know. Write it in the comments if you know what I'm trying to say. What is it? Anyway, But I just feel with Santana at the moment, if, you know, she has a treatment maybe every 6 weeks, then we can just keep her all on track. She's growing, her muscles are developing, she's changing shape, you know, she's developing. And yeah, Coco told me this morning she needed a massage. She's not having a massage therapist. She can have me and a little bit of deep heat if she needs it. So anyway, I went to deliver the granola. I saw this and I bought this because we have got a wonderful Piri. Piri has worked for us for 13 years, since Gus was in my tummy, and it's her 50th party today. So we're this evening. So we're going to Point and then we're going to Piri's party. And I also got her, oh my goodness, this is from my home. And I bought, oh, this is bread basket that I got from them. And I've got another basket bag. They just have the most lovely things. This is citronella candle. And I bought them on pre-order and they arrived yesterday, and I bought 3 of them. They're in these reusable terracotta pots. But Piri loves being outside and she loves gardening, and I just thought this would be really lovely for her outdoor table when they are eating outside and enjoying being outside, and then that keeps pesky bugs away as well as smelling amazing. So I'll leave my home link down below. I've got a few other bits from them and they're a really, really lovely company. They're new, they've just started, and I love supporting little businesses. And then Oak Apple Trading in Petworth stock Tam Mason, actually because of me, because Tamsin, who owns Oak Apple Trading, and I were talking, and I said, you need Tam Mason's hand oil and scrubs in the shop. So she took my recommendation, but I thought I want to get Piri something lovely that she wouldn't buy herself, but is a real like treat. And she's so hardworking that I have got her hand scrub and a hand oil to pamper herself. And I just find them so dreamy, and they're a really, really lovely like spoiling present for a friend that's either going through a challenging time, needs some TLC, or it's a birthday, or you know, something special, or you're going to stay. It's a lovely like hostess present. Oh, I think that's Coco coming back. I'm just checking in with Coco if she's back. She's taking her into the sound school for a hack. But yes, so I've got those for her, candle and the reed diffuser, and I just thought that was a lovely little selection of presents because she's a very, very special lady in our lives. So I'm going to wrap these. I've also got some beef in the oven that we need to check on, and I probably shouldn't chat for too long because I need to get my skates on. That is looking pretty good. I'm going to get my meat probe out. I've got all sorts of things going on the kitchen island. Reed diffusers and all sorts happening. Right, let's check this. Simon put it in the oven, and I prefer it when I just do the whole thing and I know the timing. But anyway, this meat probe is pretty good. I think that's spot on. Yeah. I'm going to say that's done. I'm going to leave it to rest. I'm going to wash that and crack on with our picnic and take you to the Point for a spot of racing, a bit of time in the countryside, and yes, that can rest. It's going to have to rest there for a minute. It really is action stations here. I just actually time. I don't use my microwave very often, but for time I did just do you remember I did that masterclass with Mike, the chocolate specialist? I'm going to link the video down below because I learned so much, and he uses the microwave quite a lot. And I just put it in for like 15 seconds, gave it a stir, another 15 seconds, gave it a stir, another 15 seconds. Bob's your uncle, it's done. Added in some Rice Krispies. Haven't tasted it yet. I literally put some milk chocolate drops, some dark chocolate drops, and actually that was it. Some golden syrup, some butter. I use salted butter because I like a little bit of salt. In fact, I love salt. I'm going to just crunch. Just takes that icky sweetness out. And then we're just going to dollop it in here and actually going to put it in the freezer because that's how much time we don't have. I was supposed to make the granola on Thursday, and actually last week's video took about 4 hours to edit. So I was going to edit and then do granola whilst doing a live TikTok. That was my plan, and I just ended up, I had about 300 clips from our glamping, our trip to Dalesford, our trip to London, everything else. There was so much footage that I shot. It took a long time to edit. And a few people have got in touch and said, you know, why don't you outsource your editing? But actually, it's so much easier to do it myself. I know I'm not that good. I am trying to improve my skills. But by the time I've outsourced it and then like checked it over, it's easier just to do it yourself. So that's what I'm doing, but it was quite time consuming. So I got a little bit behind. So I should have done this yesterday, but hey ho, it doesn't matter. We're doing it. I'm just going to get a metal spoon, squash that down, whack it in the freezer, and then carve the beef, because I've got no idea where my husband is. I was expecting him back by now. I find a metal spoon very good for squashing, and we just do it literally like that. Can you see I've made these 1,000 times before? There. I'm going to taste that bit. Perks of the job. This is going in the freezer for about 10 minutes. And we're going to have to test my carving skills, which really aren't excellent. But this is my sauce that I have made. I call it my red wine sauce. So that is done. I need to slice a quiche. And actually I'm going to warm the sausage rolls. There, I'm doing a really fetching thing with my yellow socks again. I'm doing my best partridge impression. So I've just put, that is stuck on there. Hopefully this is cooked okay. Actually there's a lot of amazing juices in there, which we won't get rid of. I'm going to say I told Si to put salt, pepper and some steak seasoning on the top of the beef. I'm not an expert with the steel, but hopefully it will help.
Barry Scott on the far side. Centre is your favourite spaghetti beef with Gap Hill. Comes in prominently on the outside, but it's very slow through the air. Inside them, those royal blue colours is partnership basics from the back of the Queen Jack, delicate tire, and the field of service there.
Colin's rubbing on me. We have had a very, very happy afternoon at the Point to Point. Lots of sunshine, lots of friends, and a couple of glasses of bubbles. So a very, very jolly time. This one has been out nudie without a rug on for the first time. So has this one. So we've just come up to pop some fly spray on them, pop their rugs on, check them over, and sort them out for the evening. But glorious weather. I think it's going to get really cold tonight, like down to about 1 degree. So they do need their rugs on, but it's been so lovely being able to take their rugs off and let them frolic around without their rugs for the first time this year. I'm ready to head to Barcelona, and I thought I'd just do a quick outfit with you. So these are the wide leg cream trousers from Orally. They're high-waisted. I'm not wearing a belt with them because I don't think you need one. This is just a little Bowden linen top, which is really sweet. And then I've just teamed it with a cozy navy cardigan. I'm not taking a coat. The forecast is kind of okay. I think we can do without a coat. And then I always travel with a pashmina because I just find it cozy and it's just quite nice in the evening. It can get a little bit chilly still in the evenings in Barcelona, so I've got a scarf if I need it. My navy Hicks and Hyde handbag, and city breaks you need to be safe. So I have the extra strap that I can put over. So if anyone is going to try and nab my bag, they can't. And then I have got my work laptop bag. Not very attractive. I think I need, will you let me know if anyone does any nice ones? Like I could take my brown Hicks and Hyde bag. But no, this is quite practical for travelling, and it's got that and you can put on your case. Not very attractive, but I've got my beautiful laptop case in there. I need to take my laptop with me because I've got a little bit of work to do while I'm away. But Sai is outside in the car waiting, so I am going to head off to the airport and I'll see you in Barcelona. Quick tour of our room. They've upgraded us. Beautiful bed, and we're on the quiet side of the hotel. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'd like one of these at home. I mean, how amazing is this? Walk-in wardrobe. Mini bar down there. They've left me a bottle of bubbles. And then through to our bathroom. Bathroom of dreams. Look at this. Heaven. I love this place. This is the third time we've stayed here, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. Here we are in Barcelona. It wasn't the best journey. We were delayed and it took ages to get through the airport, and we are finally here, and I have to leave in 5 minutes, actually 5 minutes, which is slightly stressful, and I need to get my makeup brushes. I didn't leave them. I packed them. It's fine. So we're going to quickly freshen up, like so quickly. There isn't really time to change. I'm just going to pop a bit of powder on and a bit of lippy and maybe a little bit more blusher, and we will be good to go. But I fell asleep on the plane, which I needed to. I was quite tired. I drove to the airport and we parked the car. And then it is so lovely to be here, but it is quite wet. I actually packed my shuffle coat, my lightweight coat, which I shared with you in last week's video. I packed it at the last minute. I was like, I think I might need this because the forecast isn't brilliant. Just a little bit. I am still loving Pier, which is the Trini London blush, which, look at it, it's such a bright colour, but I really do love it. So we'll pop a little bit of that on. Sai is having dinner here in the hotel with a work colleague, and I am going to go and meet my friend. So I was going to walk to her house. She said it's a really lovely walk, but actually because it's raining, concierge have recommended, this is the Jones Road that I shared with you, which again I am loving. Concierge recommended that I got a taxi, but apparently it could be quite difficult to get a taxi tonight because Barcelona is very busy with the seafood show and it's raining, so everyone is getting taxis. So hopefully the airport car might be able to take me if there isn't a taxi. Let's put a bit of that up there, and a bit there, and a bit there. And maybe we'll pop a tiny bit of mascara on. So I haven't seen my friend since, just looking for another mirror, mine's still in my case. I haven't seen her since I was about 14 or 15, and I'm going to fill you in more tomorrow because I'm rushing so much now. But I'm so excited about seeing her. I actually bought a jar of marmalade, Seville orange marmalade, and my apple and blackberry jam to give to her because I thought it would be a nice little touch. So I bought those in my case. Hopefully they're okay. Right, I am going to go and grab a cab and whiz. I need to put some perfume on, and I'm not changing. This is my airport outfit. I'm slightly creased, but hey ho, it doesn't matter. I'm in the lift, having had the most special evening. I was too scared to vlog in the taxi on the way back because I thought he'd think I was crackers, and I couldn't film anything at their house. But I had the most special evening, which I'm going to tell you more about tomorrow now, because I need to go to bed. It's been a very long day, but I'm just whizzing back down to the room. Si's already in the room, and I shall chat to you tomorrow and fill you in properly. But you know when you've got like that warm, fuzzy kind of, having had a really special evening, and when we haven't seen each other for 20 odd years, but it was lovely, so lovely. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I've got you propped up on the glass because my tripod isn't playing ball, which is really annoying. So you're sort of slightly precariously balanced, but I had a very good night's sleep. My husband left early this morning. He had a breakfast meeting, I think at 7:30. So he went off, and I probably won't see him till tonight. We've got dinner with some clients this evening, actually here in the hotel, so it's terribly convenient. So my day is my own. I've had a leisurely start to my morning. I've just finished a glass of matcha. Yes, I bring my matcha on holiday with me. I've got an itchy nose, sorry about that. Now I thought I'd just talk to you quickly about mini minis. The cleanser that I bought is Be Your Best Cleanser by Trini London. Love this cleanser, it's great. I did actually buy a new Elemis balm cleanser that is dreamy at the airport because it was duty free, so why not? But I just bought one wash bag. Okay, it's a big wash bag, but I just bought some minis in it rather than having to bring, like if I bring my entire skincare routine, that is 2 wash bags, and that's totally excessive. So I have been using my Reset Night Serum by L'Occitane, which I love. So these all came in my Christmas advent calendar. Dreamy. And then this moisturizer is, I don't use this one at home. I use the Blue Pot, and it's got a silver lid. That is really lovely. It's the same range. This is Immortelle Divine, and this is the Youth Cream. And that's really rich and dreamy and lovely. And then this is the Comforting Light Cream, which I used as my moisturizer this morning because I find that one's a bit rich for during the day. And then I've just put my regular SPF on with a little bit of shimmer from Elemis, which is the Glow Priming Moisturizer, but it doesn't have SPF in, so I just mix those two together. So that is what we've done. And I also bought, they're in the shower, but I've got these ones. I bought these as backup. These are the Living Proof little ones that you get like when you order, not always, but sometimes you can get these little ones. This is the Perfect Hair Day. I actually use the full ones, but those are in the shower. I'm not going to go and get them, but really handy for traveling. And then I did, this was slightly excessive, but I didn't take it glamping with me. And apart from glamping, I've used it every single night since I bought it in America in July. And this is my Dr. Dennis Goss mask, red light mask, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Si has asked me to stop anti-aging because I'm getting younger and younger looking, and He doesn't like it because it apparently makes too much of a difference between the pair of us. We have a joke, it's like, oh no, not that mask again. But it's only 3 minutes once a day, which is just incredible. So you don't have to like lie there for ages. I put it on, I cleanse my face, I put that on, faff around, put my pajamas on, take it off, brush my teeth, do my nightly routines, you know, skincare, and then get into bed. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So anyway, I thought we would chat while I'm doing my makeup, because I last spoke to you when I was coming back from my wonderful dinner with my friend. It's just so exciting to see her, so exciting, and it's taken 3 years. So this is the 3rd year that I have come to Barcelona with Si on this business trip for the Seafood Expo. For those of you that don't know, I am a fishwife. My husband has a seafood business. So I, tried the usual ways to track her down: Facebook, Instagram, all that jazz. I didn't have any luck. Oh, grab a tissue. So I then found her on LinkedIn, and she works for a big corporate company, and so I sent her a message on LinkedIn, but I don't really use LinkedIn and I don't really know how it works, and I just have like a regular account. So anyway, that didn't work. I tried, I failed. Then last year, because I know where she works via LinkedIn, I got the hotel concierge to call her office, but no, she wasn't going to speak to some crazy person trying to speak to her. And then this year I decided, I was absolutely adamant I was going to track her down and see her. I sound like such a weirdo stalker, don't I? Anyhow, I spoke to my friend who's also got like a high-powered job, and I was like, if you were trying to track somebody down, how would you do it? And she was like, definitely via LinkedIn. I was like, but that's failed. Anyway, I upgraded my LinkedIn account and sent her another message. She saw that one and she replied, and then we started on WhatsApp. So that is the story. But she said, I'm so sorry I ignored you for 3 years. I mean, she gets a lot of messages, a lot of people getting in touch. She said on a daily basis, it's really annoying. So I tend to ignore everybody. But we had the best evening, and it's quite complicated how our families know one another. My mother had a Spanish au pair when she was a tiny child. So my grandmother employed a Spanish au pair, and she was called Mariona. And the families got on really, really well, and they kept in touch. Mariona's mother was a lady that was known to me as Senora Pepita. And Senora Pepita was a wonderful, wonderful lady. I've often told you guys I love old ladies, and this was a very, very special one. And Tanit confirmed last night that she was a very special lady. So we had this wonderful family connection that went back, generations. Anyway, Mariona had a daughter, and I saw a lot of her as a child, and she had a daughter, and I used to come and be their au pair here in Barcelona. I was here when Princess Diana died, looking after this little girl. But Tanit had come to us in England. We had met here in Barcelona. Her father was involved in the Barcelona Olympics I said to her last night, what year was it? Because I couldn't remember. I was 12 actually, so it was in 92. And then the following year, Tanit came as a guest to stay with us in England and practice her English, and that's how the friendship started. But when my parents divorced and Mum moved down to Devon, we lost total contact with one another, and I didn't have Mum's address book disappeared when she died. I need to get ready because I've got to go for breakfast. Mum's address book had disappeared when she died, so I had no way of getting in touch apart from being a complete weirdo stalker. But anyway, we're back in touch, and it was just so wonderful to see her and meet her 2 children and her husband and just chat. Both of us messaged last night when we got back, and we were like, oh my goodness, we didn't take any photos Her father actually dug out some pictures of when she came to stay with us in England. And I made her ride. I had 2 ponies at the time. I made her ride every day with me. The poor girl had never ridden before. I taught her to ride, got her on a horse. She said, I had to help you every day you took me riding, Bud. And she said a few weeks ago, just before I got in touch, she was talking about me because somebody said to her, have you ever ridden a horse? And she said, well, yes, it was this time when I used to go and stay in England. The family would make me ride. So yes, I can ride a horse. And that was me. She said it's amazing how you were so passionate then, and obviously you're still so passionate now about horses. And I said to her, they become part of you. Like it's a way of life. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Like, why would you want to get up at ridiculous o'clock to shovel muck? Quite frankly, I don't know. But us mad horsey people think that it's a wonderful thing to do. Anyhow, I just absolutely adored seeing her and being back in touch. Now, I was hoping to have seen her this evening to escape the business dinner, but it's a very, very special day here in Barcelona. And she said, I'm sorry, I can't do tomorrow night. It's a really important day. And it is Saint Georges. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Saint Georgie, I think. Basically, St. George's Day. And it's all about love, courage, and conquering, I think. Hang on, let me check. Love, courage, and honour, actually. I've just checked. So she sent me an article to read about it. Obviously, it's actually St. George's Day in the UK as well. So it's, same, but different. Today, and we're about to go and find out, today is all about roses for love and books. It also coincides with International Book Day here in Spain. So Barcelona is in Catalonia, and it's the Catalans that celebrate Saint Georges, apparently. So it is a really, really, really big day. So it was really fun to hear. I'm putting loads of this on. I love this stuff. It just gives you a little bit of makes you feel a little bit more awake. And I didn't have a crazy late night, and we decided that it was a Monday night, so we weren't going to drink, although it could have been quite exciting. I was putting a bit of this on, which I just found in my makeup bag. This is Swede, so it's the same make as my mascara. And this is La lipstick in nude pink, and it actually works quite well with the Jones Road, and I like the texture of it. So, very exciting. I'm going to do mascara and eyeliner in a moment. In fact, I'm going to do them and come back. I've done my eyes. I wanted to vlog last night, but I just couldn't. How can you turn up to somebody who you haven't seen for literally 30 years and be like, can I film it? It's so difficult. I wanted to take you guys with me because it was so lovely, and her family are just gorgeous. She's got a son and a daughter, and her son's just a little bit younger than Gus, but it was just very, very special. Right, I need to go and have breakfast, but I'm going to take you into the walk-in wardrobe and show you the outfit of the day first. So these are just from Accessorize, and I don't know if they're ridiculous or quite chic. I don't know. Can you tell me? I mean, it's too late. I've bought them, but I think they're quite cool. I don't know, but I think they look cool from a distance, maybe close up not so cool. I don't know. I'm not really a cool girl at all. I've never been a cool girl. But anyway, I got them. They weren't expensive, and I thought they were a bit of fun. And life's for having fun, not being miserable and all the rest of it. This year is, I decided life is for fun. Here are my things hanging. I am, actually, let me show you quickly if I can. Not very creased at all from the tissue paper. So if you haven't watched Tuesday's video, go and watch, because I share my packing secrets with you. This is my sock top that I actually didn't take out of my suitcase last night. I only unpacked this morning because we arrived, the flight was delayed, we arrived into the room at 7:10 and I had to leave at 7:30 to go out for dinner. Having spoken to the children, charged my phone for a moment, done a few things, spoken to my husband, touched up my makeup, vlogged for a second. So it was quite tight, there wasn't time for unpacking. And when I got home last night, I was ready to flop right into bed when I got home, back to the hotel. It feels like home, this hotel. Honestly, if you are ever planning a trip to Barcelona and you can come and stay here, do. It was originally the Ritz, but it's just such a beautiful, beautiful, special hotel. Like, this is a treat for us to come and stay here. A massive treat. But size out, darling. We only live once. Why not? That's my little Orly sundress. I'm not sure I'm going to get to wear it, although it's got long sleeves. But I might go and sit on the roof terrace wearing that. Possibly a blanket tomorrow. I think it's only literally going to be 15 degrees. And then my white Orly dress, which I might not end up wearing. I could wear it tonight if I don't wear the green one, but I think I'm going to wear the green one. But anyway, I'm going to go down for breakfast and then we're going to go and do some sightseeing and some shopping. Archie needs some, sorry, talking too quickly, I've given myself hiccups. Arch needs some swimming trunks. Coco has given me a list of things that she would like clothes-wise for the summer. We've got a couple of summer holidays planned, so she was like, Mummy, and she's literally sent me screenshots of the things that she'd like. She's also discovered that I haven't actually Googled it yet. There's a Sephora, which is a shop that she's completely obsessed with in Barcelona. So I've got, in fact, she only wants one thing from there. So she's not being very demanding at all, but she was like, Mummy, could you go to Sephora and get me that lash, whatever it is? I'm like, yeah, okay, darling, send me a picture of it and I'll do my best. So after breakfast, I am heading out and about, but the breakfast in this hotel is delicious. So I'm looking forward to going and having a good breakfast. And then I probably won't even bother with lunch because we've got a big dinner this evening in the fish restaurant in the hotel downstairs. Hang on, I left my handbag in there. I mean, look at those curtains. I think curtains, neutral curtains, are really beautiful. We've got neutral curtains in the drawing room at home and I just think they're very elegant and sophisticated. Anyway, I must fly. I think this vlog could be very, very long. I've been chatting a lot, haven't I? I've got verbal diarrhea. It's almost 5:30 and I have had a super busy day running around all over the place. Now I have never, oh my goodness, I've never been to Barcelona on St. George's Day. And wow, the atmosphere is incredible. Roses and books are everywhere. Tanit said to me last night, it is one of the most important days of the year for the Catalonians. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it. Anyway, but it is super busy with an amazing vibe, and I've done a little bit of shopping. I actually went back to the hotel and dropped some bags off earlier. I haven't gone crazy, but I have got quite a few things for Coco I've got 3 pairs of swimming trunks for Art, a couple of bits for Gus because I didn't want him to feel left out, and I have just been to the food market. I think the food market is one of my favourite places. It's an absolute must-have when you come to Barcelona. It's so incredible, and I've got some salts and some spices and a little tiny bit of chocolate. Only a tiny bit, but I couldn't resist. Everything was so good and so tempting. Anyway, I'm going to get my skates on. Also quite difficult to talk to you while I'm in crowds of people. I'm going to get my skates on and head back to the hotel. Back at the hotel, and I've popped on my bikini and a robe, and I'm heading down to the spa for a massage. So I said to me, darling, why don't you have a treatment while you're here? Make the most of it. So that's what I'm doing. I've booked myself a 50-minute massage. She said, what would you like? Relaxing or sports massage? And I said, actually, a little bit of both would be amazing. I had a treatment here last year, and the spa is incredible. I think it has won numerous awards for its treatments, so I'm really looking forward to heading down for that. I've just been dealing with children and various things going on at home. It's never easy when you leave. There's always something and somebody that needs attention. Anyway, I'm going to turn that light off and head down to the spa and relax, and then I've got time to get changed, hopefully shower, and maybe wash my hair, depending if they put oil in it, and get ready for our dinner this evening, which actually now isn't in the hotel because it's fully booked. So the hotel concierge has booked us a table somewhere else, which they say is really lovely. So we will have, apparently it's like a 10-15 minute walk, which is lovely. And we had like a tiny little spot of rain this afternoon, but nothing much. Yesterday, when I was going to my friend's house, the rain was torrential. I had to get a hotel car to take me there because there was absolutely no way I could walk. The hotel said, you're crazy to even think about it. Because I said, I'm quite good at walking. And they were like, no, you're not walking in this weather. It was actually slightly monsoon-like. And when I got to my friend's house, there were hailstones on her balcony. She said it's never normally like this in April here. It's crazy weather at the moment. Anyway, I am heading down to the spa. Good morning. Yesterday went completely and utterly wrong, and I went straight for my massage. I ran up to the room to change, to put my clothes on that I'd been wearing because I didn't have time to even think about changing. And I ran straight down to the hotel bar to meet an old school friend. Simon had not realised I had sent him a message to say I had a massage, but he hadn't read that message. So he had heard that this friend was in town and had organised for them to meet me for a drink. Obviously, when I got up from my massage, wonderful. It was so wonderful. I saw a gazillion missed calls. It's like, what's going on? Quick, get changed, get down to the bar. And we had a very lovely evening. So I'm here now, ready for breakfast. I thought I would just chat to you about, and I'm sorry, I'm crouching. I haven't got this tripod. I'm never bringing it away with me again. It's useless. So we just have to bear with me. I bought this at the airport, and I'm actually going to ditch the packaging and pack it in my case now, but I thought I'd share it with you. So this is the Elemis cleansing balm. It is dreamy. It's absolutely dreamy, and I cannot tell you how much I love using this. So that I bought duty free on the way out. I also picked up one of these for Coco. She's obsessed with it. It's like their perfume mist, Sol de Janeiro. I think it's a teenage thing. So I got one of those for her, which she didn't ask for, but I think is a treat. And then I picked up this L'Occitane Light Cream. It's their shea butter, 5%, and it's just a really light, comforting moisturiser. It's perfect for a morning moisturiser. I like to put a really rich night cream on, so I'll show you when I'm at home. I use the blue one with the silver lid, and that is really rich and really perfect. And this is really great for for the morning, for the day. And I've got a mini, which came in my Christmas stocking, which I brought with me, but I stocked up and got one of those because my other one at home had just finished. And I'm going to share with you quickly what I bought for me. I have bought a few things for the children, but I'm not going to share all of that with you. I've got swimming trunks for Archie and a few summer clothes for Coco. And then I think I told you yesterday I got a hoodie and stuff for Gus. I am about to close. I don't know why I pointed out last night. A Zara skirt. Denim skirts are quite trendy at the moment, and this is a blue and white stripe, and I just thought it was actually going to be perfect for spring summer. I'm a bit of a funny shape, so when I buy skirts I actually go for a size medium. I have hips, and so these are a size 8, but skirts, I don't know what it is about me and skirts, I have to always size up. So the skirt I was wearing yesterday is actually a size 14, and I was supposed to be like fitted high waist, and I actually was wearing it quite low on my hips, and I preferred it longer. So I'm funny with skirts, but I'm about to put these in my case so I haven't seen these. This is another skirt. We're going all out on skirts. This is a green skirt, a green linen skirt which comes with the belt, and I just thought it's actually a really lovely shape on. It's a sort of nice dark green, and I just thought really useful. And again, because I went for a size medium, I prefer wearing skirts slightly lower down, but I am quite wide. I don't have like a tiny little waist. I prefer wearing skirts lower down and slightly longer. I'm not mad about the mid-calf look, so that is about to go in the case. And it's always really important to try things on. So I queued actually for ages at the fitting room, and then this actually looks like nothing here. This isn't the most exciting dress, but I just thought it was going to be really useful to throw on a hot day. And they did it in this, and they did it in a darker green. And it's just a shirt dress with little sleeves and with a belt, but I will probably swap that belt out. But just a really easy to wear linen dress from Zara. Inexpensive, but just a really useful item for my wardrobe. So that are my purchases. Not terribly exciting, although we aren't flying until like 9 o'clock tonight, so I have all day, and I am hoping that it's going to be warm enough to sit up on the roof terrace for a little bit and relax with my book. But I have got a bit more sightseeing I want to do, and I've got a few bits and pieces that I might look, I don't know, we'll see. I might get something. I did spot some shoes yesterday, but I don't know, we'll see. Anyhow, I'm going to head down to breakfast with my husband. Luckily he didn't have an early morning meeting, so we had a nice relaxing start to the day. And I've got my case behind me. I'm totally packed and ready and organised. I've got my little bag. This is from Vanessa Rose. I've got all of my things in here that I need throughout the day, because I don't know if we've got a later checkout. I'm going to ask for one, but I'm ready if I need to leave the room sort of now. So that's quite a nice feeling to be organised and under control. Just had a lovely breakfast with my husband. I made him take some pictures of me with my Shuffle coat in the doors. I spoke to Shuffle and I said that I'd brought the coat with me to Barcelona because the weather was questionable, and they were like, oh, could you get some pics? That would be amazing. So I was like, sigh. Do you think we could have a little bit of a photo shoot? And I've now got to the stage of I don't give a, you can add the word in, of what people think. And I mean, okay, I was a little bit shy, like I would have probably been a little bit more relaxed, but in the old days I would have gone so red and been so embarrassed about having a photo shoot, and I would have made sure that there was absolutely nobody around before standing and posing in a doorway of a hotel with a whole load of people watching. There was an American lady that I met in the lift yesterday, and I think she thought I was cuckoo lala. Anyhow, we got some pictures, and so he's really, bless him, I'm very, very lucky. He's such a dear guy. He's even agreed to go and do a photography course. So if anyone knows of an in-person Instagram photography course, or any of you guys that can recommend anyone, let me know. I have got somebody in mind, but she lives miles away. But it would be really helpful if he had a few little pointers of how to take pictures on a phone to get good shots of me when we're out and about. But bless him, he's a good chap. We had a lovely breakfast, and he has just gone off to the Seafood Expo for today, and I am meeting him next at the airport. I hope we don't have a repeat of last year, because he almost missed the flight, which was very, very stressful. I had to check in without him and just go for it as though I was leaving him there. He got it in the nick of time, but it was stressful. But hopefully today is less stressful. I think we're on a later flight because we don't get home till quite late tonight, which isn't ideal, and I really hope we're not delayed, because I've got an early start. I've got a school run tomorrow morning, and then I'm heading up to London. So yeah, I don't want to be any later than we are going to be. I think we'll be home about midnight. But this was on my pillow last night from the hotel, and I just thought I'd read it to you. It's about Saint-Georges. According to legend, there was a terrifying dragon who was always hungry, so the people of the village decided to randomly choose a person every day to be sacrificed to the beast. One day, the princess's name came up, and although it made the king very sad, he sent her to the dragon. But just when the dragon was about to eat the princess, a brave and handsome knight known as Saint-Georges rode into town and killed the dragon with his spear, saving her life. From the blood of the dragon, that to noses and roses, and give it to the princess as a sign of his love. This is why on Saint-Georges Day, Prince gives a rose to their loved princesses. In return, princesses treat their princes to a book, as on April the 23rd, it's also International Book Day. And that is exactly what it is all about. I was trying to explain to you yesterday. But love, courage, and honour are the three words. And honestly, yesterday was such an incredible atmosphere here. I mean, it was crazy, it was busy, it was hectic, but it was quite something. And I just love this hotel. I mean, that's such a lovely little touch. This hotel is very old-fashioned. It is in a great location. The staff are so helpful. They've let me have the room until 2 o'clock as a late checkout. Like, they didn't even question it. They were like, yeah, no problem at all. The room is occupied, so you'll need to leave at 2 so we can get it ready for 3 o'clock for the next guest. But that's no problem at all. I mean, how nice is that? And it's just a really, really lovely place. It's a real treat to come here. And I was thinking yesterday, and I think when I was going down for my massage, just how lucky I am to be here. And I never take these things for granted. Like, you never know what's around the corner in life. And I think various things have happened over the last, I don't know, like 6-8 months that have made me realise how precious life is, and not to take anything for granted, and to live in the moment, and to enjoy each and every moment that we've got, because we don't know what's ahead, we don't know what's around the corner for us. And I think that I've really had a shift in my mindset, and not to take this for granted. Like, I might not ever come back to this hotel, so I'm going to enjoy every moment and really love being here. And last night there was a pianist playing, and it was just really, really lovely and special. But anyway, I'm not going to prattle on to you, because I'm going to go out and about and enjoy exploring Barcelona a little bit more. I always find a little street or a little cafe or a little square hidden away, and that's what I love about the city. Well, just exploring anywhere, there's always so much to see and do, so I'm going to go off and do that. I did get another pair of sunglasses yesterday, these ones from Shade's World, and they were 17, no, weren't they? No, I think they were 19 euros. So some tortoiseshell ones. I love the blue pair that I bought, but I don't buy expensive sunglasses. So just to have, you know, a pair in a handbag in the car, doesn't matter if a dog chews them, a child sits on them or whatever. But I walked past that shop and I thought, oh, I'll just go and have a quick look. Actually, it was, if you bought two, you could buy 2 pairs for €30, but actually there wasn't a second pair that suited me or I liked, so I just got those ones. But anyway, we're going to go out and about and have a little explore. I had a busy morning running around doing things, and the church that I wanted to go to is being refurbished, so I didn't get to go inside. But I had a little moment there anyway, and actually it was looking, you know, under construction, so I didn't even photograph it and share it with you. But I'm up on my favourite roof terrace, just catching some rays. I've got my book, and I've got the next, like, literally 3 hours here, which is utter bliss. I feel very, very spoiled and lucky that the weather has improved. I did wear my coat a bit this morning, but actually it's kind of perfect weather. I don't think I'm going to go in the pool. I think it's freezing, but I am going to stay here, chill out, and yeah, just rest and relax. The views are amazing. I'm going to turn you around and just quickly do like a, not 360 because I can't go all the way around, but just show you around because it is absolutely stunning up. Reluctantly left the roof terrace and I'm in a taxi heading to the airport to meet Si. He's actually there, so we're not going to go through the stress that we went through last year. He said I'd finished, so I thought it was safer just to get a car there. And we've actually got parents' evening starting in 15 minutes, so hopefully I'm there and we can do that together, or do it in the taxi if I can. It's online parents' evening. One of those things from COVID, the school calls it COVID keeps. And actually online parents' evening is so much better. You get like 7 minutes per teacher and it's just done and effortless. But I've had a lovely few hours enjoying my book thoroughly. Hopefully, yeah, it's in that bag. I will read more of it on the plane, really enjoying it, just sort of getting into it. It takes a while, I think, sometimes, but I think I'm on about chapter 5. I actually only started it today. I tried yesterday, but I was too busy whizzing around doing things. But it's been a really wonderful time, and I actually feel like I've slightly recharged. Although I've been busy and I've been out and about, I'm so happy wandering around a city by myself. I don't know if that's odd, but I love just exploring and just seeing where the streets take me. And I've kind of got my bearings pretty well. This is the 3rd time I've been to Barcelona as an adult, and so I kind of know where I'm going, and it's less, like, not stressful because I don't find it stressful, but I'm not having to, I actually didn't look at the map once. I had one in my handbag just in case, but actually I was fine. It's been a really nice time, like a nice balance of some rest, some sightseeing, and a little bit of shopping. I didn't go crazy, although my suitcase is quite full because I actually bought 2 beach towels in El Corte Inglés on the way back to the hotel this morning. I saw them yesterday and I kept thinking about them, and I'll show them to you at home. They're really, really pretty, and they're a certain type which I really like. And we've got 2, and the children, well, particularly one of the children rather likes them, keeps taking this. I thought I'd get a couple more. There was no way I could fit 3 in my suitcase. 2 was enough of a squash and a squeeze. But I've got that, and it's just been a really, really happy couple of days. It's been a few things at home going on that have needed my attention, but nothing too major, which is good. But we are, heading towards the airport now. So lucky with the weather today. Like, I timed it perfectly for my chill out on the roof terrace, although I did have a disaster. They actually closed the roof terrace at 3 o'clock, but they didn't tell me that. And I went up there at about 2:15, and probably about 4 o'clock they came to tell me that they'd closed the roof terrace and I'd have to leave. I managed to sweet talk them. I was like, no, I'm going to the airport at 6. Please, can I stay here till 5:30 just in this little corner? They sweetly let me because I really didn't want to, I had my plan and I wanted to maximise just my chill out time before having to leave. Anyway, so that was very good. Sorry, lots of shadows, but yeah, they had a private function up there this evening, actually for a company that my husband does quite a lot of work for, so they wouldn't have minded. I did find myself in the middle of a private function last year, which was slightly more embarrassing because people had actually arrived and there was me in my bikini stuck like at one end with a whole load of suits wandering around. I was like, oh god, I'm completely out of place. Anyway, I'm going to stop prattling and tune in to Parents' Evening. We got back from Barcelona at about midnight last night. We were in bed by about 12:45. I then had to get up pretty early this morning, so I took Coco to the school bus, and I took Gus to school and did the school run, and then I came home, did a couple of loads of washing. Actually, I put one load of washing on before I did the school run, and then I put another load on, which is why I ran out of time to vlog with you guys this morning, which is, I had every intention to vlog, and then I would have missed my train, and I caught it literally with a minute to spare, just in the nick of time, which was a little bit stressful. I actually said a prayer as I was driving down the lane to we've got traffic lights, and I said a prayer saying, please lights, be kind and be like the right timing for me, otherwise I'm going to have to sit here for 5 minutes, and if I have to sit here for 5 minutes I'm going to miss my train. And they were really kind to me, so I was, thank you God, I got there. I hate being late for things, and I could have got the later train but would have possibly been a little bit late, so I wanted to have plenty of time, so I got the train that I needed to, but it meant I couldn't chat to you this morning, but I'm here chatting to you now. So yes, it's been a little bit busy. Ideally I wouldn't have had a lunch in London today, having just got back from Barcelona, but I'm trying to be, what's the word, I'm trying to say yes to more things. I got stuck in a rut last year. Actually, I got quite lonely, and this might sound really crazy, but it is a slightly lonely existence when you work for yourself, you have your own business and you work from home, and you can get so busy and so wrapped up in what you're doing that you don't actually have time to go out and do things. So I am trying, when people invite me to things, where possible, to say yes. And my dear friend Caroline invited me to the lunch today. It was at the Cavalry and Guards Club, and it was a charity lunch. And she is just a wonderful, wonderful lady. She's a new friend. She has a business called Eat, Nourish and Love. So you can just get from that she's just a wonderful person. And meeting her last year was an absolute highlight. And so I wanted to go. We went to an event at the Cavalry and Guards Club actually in November that she invited us to. And so I said, yes, I'm coming. And it was such a lovely day. But I wanted, before I go upstairs and get changed, just fed the dogs, I wanted to share with you my outfit, because I think I shared this in Barcelona with you all and talked to you about the lunch today, saying I wanted to wear this, and because I was so busy doing jobs before getting changed, I was like, actually I'm embracing spring. It was quite spring-like this morning. It's definitely not very spring-like now. But this is what I wore with flat shoes and tights. And I just felt really lovely. I love this dress. It's gorgeous. Very kindly gifted to me by Kate Barton. And I have got a few of their other dresses, which I love as well. And then I just teamed it with a little mango jacket because I did need an extra layer. And an old handbag from Coach. I just thought the colours with the shoes, the bag, all worked quite well. I had to leave the lunch slightly, like it had finished and lots of people had left, but like maybe five or 10 minutes earlier than I would have left. But I had to get the train that I wanted to get home, because otherwise I would have been back too late for dogs and stuff. So I bless him, has had to drive clients on a business trip here. They came over from the States for the Barcelona seafood show. They then flew over to London. He's picked them up and he's now taken them off, looking at various things that they're doing. In fact, I'm not even too sure what they're doing. So he's not here, but he left this afternoon. I wanted to get back in time to feed the dogs and do that stuff and not get the later train. And I had to run like an absolute lunatic through Green Park to get the train. I had 15 minutes from the Cavalry and Guards Club to get my train at Victoria. It's only one stop from Green Park to Victoria, and then you've got to get out and get on National Rail. Yes, that's what it's called. But they're so tight, like the doors closed a minute before. I got there 2 minutes before. But I ran across Green Park. I hitched my dress up and I ran like a complete and utter lunatic. And then I ran down and up all the escalators. Luckily, as I arrived on the platform at Green Park, there was a train just pulling out. I was like, oh no. But one came very, very swiftly afterwards, thank goodness. Somebody was on my side today and I got that train, and then I ran through Victoria Station like a complete and utter mad woman. And I got the train. And here I am chatting to you, but this is a really, really long vlog, but I wanted to share with you this gorgeous outfit, collar up or collar down. I really enjoyed wearing it and just trying to embrace spring as much as possible. So if you have got to the end of this vlog, will you leave the word spring? And I really, really appreciate your love and support over the last few vlogs. It honestly means the world, and I'm sorry if I haven't replied to all of you. It has been a bit chaotic here and I will endeavour to reply, but I read your comments and I'm super, super grateful. So a huge thank you, and spring if you've got here, and sending lots of love, and I will see you next week.